Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 of the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Swift.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Swift split carries down the middle with Jamal Williams in 2021, but he's one of Detroit's busiest players in the passing game. He caught 62 passes, 2nd on the team, and 4th among NFL running backs. His showing could convince the Lions to make him their RB1.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
First carry down. This is Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st down, Goff. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man has got it, the tight end. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Here's Hurts to throw.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hand.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd and 2, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
7-7, our score after 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's gone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now gone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that. Maybe they can get this game tied up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on 3rd down. Here's Goff. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll try it now with Swift. He's got the first down and more than that.
The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hurts.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Gone. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. the tough yards. They run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jeff Okuda up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Gall.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Gone. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd down and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Flushed out right. And this one complete to Smith.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The man in motion is Brown. To throw on 2nd and 6.
Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. In motion left is Watkins.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Shot before break here. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In motion right is Smith. They'll go again with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw here.
That'll be complete to Sermon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
They go play action with Hurts. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In motion right here, Boyd. Throwing again on second down. Hurts, slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 24, Hurts. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. Touchdown! Trey Sermon, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
19 tight.
Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
On first down, Goff. Got his man, it's Williams.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10,
right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now here is another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Once again with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation... somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and rep.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown.